set! I'm back! Ang tagal ko rin nawala. Thank you so much, Miss Anne, for covering for me for the past days. So I'm really happy that I am here with you again tonight, joining you for another session of, yeah, Qcafe. O, diba? So last episode that I was with you, I was an abay. So, may continuation po ang ating episode tonight because tonight, tayo naman po ay mag-uusap ng tungkol sa matamis na usapang pastries. Ayan. Because tonight, our guest is the owner of Decocakes. So, isa to sa mga brands na sikat here in the Philippines because they cater to celebrities and big companies. And yes, we are excited because she will be sharing with us her journey, her experience, the process, and everything para naman ma-inspire tayong lahat should we want to venture into this type of business. So without further ado, let me welcome to you on our Q Cafe stage, si Miss Marie. Hi, Miss Marie.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Marami po.
Sorry.
How are you today? Marami po ba tayong na-taste test today?
Wala po today because it's middle of the week. Normally, either early day of the week, which is Monday, or sa weekend. Yan. Karimitan na gawa namin.
I see. Ayan, Miss Marie, I'm so excited to have you here on our Q Cafe stage kasi sobrang excited kami malaman talaga ang tungkol sa kwento mo, how Decobake started. And, we wanted to parang get a glimpse of how an entrepreneur like you put up a business such as this. Ayan.
Okay.
May I know when did this company started and how?
Okay. It was long time ago. Actually, I think it's around 12 years ago, around 2009. After I quit my job sa isang BPO company in Pasig. Yon, I tried to, kasi during that time, hindi ko pa rin alam gusto ko eh. I know I don't want to be working in an office environment. But I don't have anything I don't have anything to go to, parang wala akong fallback at that time. So but baking is a hobby of mine. Not just baking, I love cooking as well. um to be exact, I took up culinary arts sa St. Benilde way back in college. So, yun. But it's not something that I pursued as well because, like I said, I don't really know which path I'm going to. So, yun. 2009, yun nga, I've done a lot of baking. And then, at that time, hit na hit yung Cake Boss, if you're familiar with that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you've heard of Buddy Velastro. So, siya ang aking hero and inspiration. So, yan, I've been watching his series and I'm just plainly baking, like, all the regular commercial cakes during that time, like yung mga chocolate mousse, vanilla cakes, and I'm doing just regular cupcakes and stuff. Anything that you would just bake and eat afterwards. So that's what I've been doing. So when I watch Buddy Valastro, Cake Boss, sabi ko, oh my gosh, I think I can do this because I've always been into arts. As a matter of fact, growing up, parang lahat yata ng drawing contest, ni-represent ko yung school namin. So, but it's not something I pursued again. My arts, yan, ganyan. So, hindi ko siya na-pursue rin. So, yon. So, sabi ko, tingin ko kaya ko to. So, yon. I tried decorating. I tried to make fondants, ganyan. And then, one of my inaanak, on her first birthday, I attempted to make her this cupcake tower, ganyan. And then, paano ba yun? Parang, through word of mouth, parang ganyan. So, yung mga visitors na pumunta dun sa party, they inquired na rin kung pwedeng magpagawa sa akin. And then, referrals through families, ganyan. And then, ayun, I just realized, oh, pwede ko pala ito magkakitaan. So, as ganun lang siya. And then, I remember my first posting online. Back then, wala pang Facebook eh. Di ba? Sabi sa'yo, sobrang tagal na. Back then, wala pang Facebook.
Ba ito?
Yeah, so pinost ko siya via sulit.com. Ayun talaga yung hindi ko makakalimutan. First, and then, ayun, dun na, marami na akong traction of inquiry sa sulit.com. Pero kasi I remember during that time, parang less than 10 lang kami nag-offer ng cakes
Mm.
na customized.
Mm-mm.
If I remember it correctly, parang konting-konti lang talaga kami
Yes.
during that time. Mm.
I remember this kasi at that time naman, I was also venturing into hosting. So yun yung mga
Ah,
I was putting my ads on Sulit and OLX.
okay. OLX comes after sulit.com kasi nung nagsara yata yung sulit, they rebrand and made it OLX.
Sa ganun din ako nag-start out before eh. Like, and then syempre you would look for partners. You would look for yung cake suppliers mo nga and everything kasi I was not only doing hosting but like coordinating na parties and such. And uso ang DIY at that time talaga eh. So,
Yes,
I
oo.
know
Uso
how you like how did you really master the art of like decorating and such? Kasi I think this is a whole new level of art eh. It's not just like the basic na marunong ako drawing and everything.
Actually, I think it's like a core genius of mine is arts talaga. So, um, I want to be humble about it, but siguro if I don't have that innate inkling into arts, mahirap talaga siya. When it comes to designing, baking is a different thing. Baking, you just have to follow the whole process. You just follow the right ingredients, the right measurements, and you can bake. But when it comes to designing, you have to have like that, you know, you have
Yes.
to have that. You have to have inclination to arts. Else, it's something that would take you a lot of time to process to learn. But for me talaga, siguro nga like I said, because I have that innate talent in me, innate understanding of art, as soon as I see like a design that a client would present to me, it comes naturally.
Mhm.
Parang na-imagine ko na how I will process the whole cake ganyan. So how I will make the design. So ayun.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of practice as
Mhm.
well. I didn't master it right away. I couldn't say I master. I like, as early as done this business, I've mastered everything. Of course, I learned a lot of techniques. I practice it. So yon. Mm.
Were there like, special schools or whatnot where you had to learn techniques, like yung as in technical stuff and all? Like, do you do airbrushing on your cakes as well?
Yes, we do most any techniques under the sun na ginagawa din ng ibang cake designers. So yes, I've been learning dati nga more on ano pa mga PDF learning pa ganyan, but now marami ng online learnings that you can participate. So I've also joined in some baking organizations ganyan po. So yon. So it takes a lot of practice and learning, continuous learning.
Yeah. So for our viewers, as Miss Marie is sharing nga, talagang investment din on yourself para ma-increase ninyo yung skill set nyo. You really need to like enroll then certain courses. Kasi like
Yes, opo.
I assume airbrushing, this is something na you need to learn technically, like kung paano ba maglagay ng colors or whatnot sa airbrush, tapos it has to be edible and stuff. So,
Yes. Mm-mm.
So, Miss Marie, I want to know, aside from the basic cakes that you do, and then let's say you also have like varieties like fondant decorated cakes, mga buttercream, ganyan ganyan. What is like parang yung parang the best type of cake for you?
Ako kasi, for me yung to be honest, hindi kasi ako masyadong mahilig sa cake myself. So, sa akin yung kahit anong simpleng uh, uh, butter cake would suffice me. Okay na ako doon. But for decoration, as a designer, pinaka-comfort ko talaga is working with fondant. I have restrictions with buttercream because of the temperature in our country. But I'm also comfortable with that. I can work on buttercream, making flowers out of buttercream. I'm comfortable with that. It's just that normally I don't recommend it to my clients because especially if their event is outdoors. So,
Yeah.
meron tayong ganong restrictions sa like sa ibang bansa, 'di ba? Maganda ang climate nila. So, 'yon. Mm-mm.
Okay, this is right. Okay, so for let's say for customized cake, can you walk us through the process of how your client would be like? Paano ba to? Is it like kasi normally like from what I have experienced, meron tayong clients na would just show us like the picture. I want this cake. Kunwari ano mag-show lang siya ng cake na super grabe yung design niya and everything. And then how do you discuss this with them? What is really like what are the things na you should parang know how to discuss with a client when it comes to the design that they present?
Okay, there are like based on my experience, there are like two types of clients that would approach us. The first type is yun nga, the one that they know exactly what they want. They would just present it to you and they want it as it is. Like, if they give you a cake design, they expect you to make it like 99%. So that's the first type of client. The other one is they they know the theme of their event and they would ask me to make a design for them. So ganun lang, wala naman akong ibang masyadong ano eh. So either may design na sila or wala pa. So for those who with design, so it's gonna be an easier task for me. I just need to follow the cake pictures that they would present to me, and normally that would be an easy part unless it's something that I haven't done before. So because of the time that I've spent making cake already, I think I've made thousands of cake already over the years. So parang there's nothing under the sun that I haven't done yet na design. So as for the customized design, normally that's where I would spend more time talking to the client. I would inquire exactly what they want, um, yung expectations nila, to be exact. And then I would also make a sketch, or these days kasi I don't do sketches anymore. I would Photoshop the whole design. So, and we would present it to the client, and then ayun, ganun lang yung pinaka-process. So I would make a Photoshop design, submit it to the client, send a quotation, and then they would approve it. And then, design process na, and then delivery.
Usually, what is the working timeline when you do a customized cake talaga?
Okay, for a simple customized cake, which you can see on our like Instagram or Facebook, I would just need to make the design. I would spend at least 6 to 8 hours on a cake,
Okay.
just for a cake. Ayun yung normal timeline ko. As I get older, mas bumabagal ako. Mas mabagal na ako. Kasi nauubusan din ako ng ano. Meron akong term eh. Sinasabi ko yun sa mga staff ko. I would say, wala akong artist mojo today. Pag mabagal ako sobra. Minsan may ganun ako eh. Ang tagal kong gumawa kasi hindi ko rin napaprocess. Sa tagal ko na rin kasing gumagawa, parang ano na rin siya. Parang nauubusan ako minsan ng Artist Mojo. But, yeah, normally 6 hours. When I was younger and more hungry to do the business, I used to make like 10 cakes in a day na customize lahat.
Yes.
Ang bilis ko gumawa dati. Yun. So, pero ngayon, mas mabagal ako kasi I try to spend more time with the details, ganyan. And then, I try to brace myself din. Kasi before, yun nga, nakakapagod din kasi siya.
Can you share with us your most notable moment? Yung pinaka-challenging na cake project na nagawa mo ever. How did this, parang how were you able to book it, and then what happened?
Okay, the first one is like a personal, not personal event. It's a wedding event. And the challenge was, like I mentioned earlier, it was like an 8 feet tall cake and half of it are edible.
Ano yung guest?
I don't know. I think they have around 300 guests, but my client was from the US. And yon. But they met me in the Philippines nung nakabakasyon, and then ayun, the theme was I forgot, ano ba yun? Yung Beauty and the Beast. Yun. And then, I also have to put lights on that particular cake. I wish I can pull it up, pero siguro, sige, as we talk along, baka makita ko. Because it was, I think, 2019, yung ginawa ko yon. And then the next challenging one for me is 5,000 pieces of cookies and cupcakes for if you're familiar with Game of Thrones. Are you familiar with that? Yes, I think everyone is familiar naman. Oo. Foxtel, I think Foxtel is the one who got the contract for Game of Thrones in the Philippines. So they had a marketing activation for Game of Thrones nung nag episode season 10, yung last episode, o yung ano nila, basta season 10 yata yun eh. If I'm not tama ba? Season 10 ba yun? Season 7?
Episode 10.
Episode yun. Basta yung last ano ng Game of Thrones, last season nila yon. So, ayun, they had ordered, yun nga, 5,000
Was this
cookies.
regular cookies or may shape ba ito?
These are, ano siya, more on branded siya because I have yung different characters niya on their thrones. But though these are like printed naman to. But then it's the quantity and the time frame that they have provided me yon. And then they're based in Australia, so I had to manage their distribution as well in Cebu. So yun, ayun, medyo challenging for me. It's the first time for me to distribute my cookies to other cities na outside Luzon.
Yeah.
Outside Luzon. So yun. Pero I'm so proud because, I'm part of the, marketing campaign of Foxtel for Game of Thrones. Then afterwards, nanood na ako ng Game of Thrones kasi hindi ko siya pinapanood dati.
Grabe. Pero congratulations for that account. Kasi grabe, that is something talaga na, like, ano siya, parang if you're doing this business, you're into the cake industry, you're into pastries and whatnot, one of the most promising talaga na partnerships would be talaga events like this, wherein talaga you would cater to a lot of orders. Nakakalula, to be honest. Buti po hindi po kayo nalunod sa cupcake.
Nalunod nga kami nun eh. Sobrang dami. Sobrang dami niya. Unimaginable yung dami ng boxes. Dami ng, as in madami. Kala mo lang yung 5,000. Mukhang konti. Pero ang dami naman niya. Ang dami niya. Hindi naman kasi kami manufacturing warehouse. Alam mo yun? So madami siya. Pero yun nga, nakaka-proud lang din because I think they contacted several companies, big companies then when it comes to baking, and we got the contract. So, yun.
So, may I know, did you ever like experience in did you ever encounter a difficult client? Like, how do you manage situations like this? Kasi I believe talaga it's in our nature to be mareklamo at times. Especially
Yes.
if we're doing, especially clients kasi they feel na customized ito. So this has to be very specifically to my liking. And parang they have their certain expectations na sometimes hindi na realistic. Pero, so, can you share with us like an experience, an encounter with a customer like this? How did you handle this irate client? How did you handle the situation? And how did you like, deal with it talaga?
Okay. I think I remember it's long time ago na rin. When I was still starting, kasi nung nagsisimula ako, I think mga 2012 na to, nung nag-ano na ako sa, ginawa ko na talaga siyang company. Kasi before, I'm accepting orders but wala akong mga BIR registrations, wala akong permits, ganyan. But nung time na talagang ginawa ko na siya as full-time company, I've um, joined, if you're familiar with yung mga deal sites before, like Metro Deal and Sogo, mga ganyan. Oo, before na uso ang mga Lazada, sila muna, di ba? So,
Yeah.
yon sumali ako sa ganun. So that's where we got really popular naman, in fairness to those deal sites. Kaya lang syempre, 'di ba, deal siya, and then we have provided all the specifications naman that comes with the deal. And then the client expected, a three-layer tower to be a three-layered cake talaga. So, ayun. So, medyo yun, irate talaga, ganyan. To the point na hindi pa masyado, buti na lang hindi pa masyado big yung Facebook noon kasi um, if I remember it correctly, she presented my cake on social media, on Facebook that time, na tinanggal niya na yung ibang elements ng design just to make it pangit. You know what I mean? Yung parang iba yung dineliver ko, and then she took a picture of my cake and compare it to the expectations that she has. So it's like a three-layer cake versus mine na one layer na lang. Pero nung dineliver yun, it's a three-layer tower kasi. Kasi we have, if you go to our website, you will see we have cupcake towers and with cake. So we have a cake, and then two layers of that are composed of cupcakes. So the promo entails that, the cupcake tower. But she's expecting it to be a layered, tiered cake talaga. So, which is, yun naman. Pero ako kasi, when it comes to client, hindi ako nakikipagsagutan or ano. Although I wouldn't say customer is always right, pero I see to it, I'm always respectful to my customers. Kahit mali nila or whatever, I always give them their right to make a complaint.
Yes. Well, that's a very good virtue. I mean, a lot of the negociantes who are watching us right now and who will be watching us on replay, this is something that I believe you can pick up from the story that Miss Maria shared. Whenever you have clients, no matter how irate they are,
Yes.
tayong humble whenever we discuss with them. Especially if ganito yung mga sitwasyon na lost in translation o kaya hindi nagbabasa ng fine print.
Yes, opo. Ang ako naman nun, because I was starting back then, so I had to learn a lot of, alam mo, actually, yun talaga yung pinaka-learning experience ko, even yung company policies ko, dun ko siya na-derive, having experienced yung mga ganong situations with my clients. Kasi, ano talaga ang hirap, ang hirap makipag-deal. So, even sa akin, dun ko na rin sinet yung standards namin. Like, okay, kung magkakamali ako, I'll see to it that I will make a full refund. Those kind of stuff. Kasi ayoko nga sa totoo lang, I'd rather lose, kumbaga malose ko na yung ano, pero yung relationship with the client, it's something that I really value because it's for me yung business namin is not just a one-time business eh. This is a continuous business, hindi lang naman like madami akong clients na from their first son to their bunso na ako nang gumawa from the binyag hanggang nag 7th birthday. meron na nga ako nag-11th birthday and like one of sa BNI colleagues ko, mga binata na pala yung mga ginagawan ko ng cake before. Nagulat ako, sabi ko, ay, binata na sila. Samantalang dati, I would make cakes for them regularly. Sabi ko, kaya pala, bira ng, kasi binata na sila.
But this is really something na you should look forward to should you enter this type of business talaga. Kasi it's events eh. You
Yes.
part of the life of the client. So it's much
Yes, ma'am.
possible, di ba? You try your best talaga to make it memorable. Like, I can relate to that extent kasi I remember hosting like a couple's wedding. Tapos, binyag. Birthday
Yeah.
anniversary. Yung para ka ng family friend talaga na you're their go-to person when it comes to supplying their needs for their events. So I think this is something talaga na as entrepreneurs, especially in the line of cakes and pastries, we need to like goal this. Dapat ito yung goals talaga, hashtag goals natin eh. Na hindi maging one-time deal yung transactions natin with clients. And sobrang humbling ng story ni Miss Marie, how she you know how she takes care of her clients and solves issues like this na definitely naman talaga dapat talaga natin i-address ng tama. So you said earlier that you used to like make 8 to 10 cakes in a day. So sa ngayon po, how many do you, and sa time frame mo, like let's say in a week, ilan na lang ang ina-accept mo?
Ngayon, konti na lang eh. I don't accept as many. I think it's, binago ko rin kasi yung branding strategy namin. Before kasi we cater to the masses, medyo mura ang cakes namin. So, of course, if it's mura, madami talaga akong matatanggap. But because I'm aging, I'm aging, so I have to take care of my health as well. So, yun, I have to rebrand and target a different market. So with Decobake right now, yun medyo we're trying to target medyo upscale events, ganyan. So ayun. So I don't have to accept as many, and I also have time to really focus on each project. Kasi for me, each cakes for me, pag may tinanggap ako, it's a project for me. Talagang like I said earlier, I would spend time. Like right now, I would spend 6 to 8 hours just for one cake. Ganun yung ini-spend kong time ngayon.
aside aside from cakes, cupcakes, and cookies, what are the other products po or goodies that you have or that
Okay. Oo, for ano kasi, apart from that, we also do dessert buffet packages. So if you go to our website, you will see we also do like yung iba kasi gusto talaga nila may table. Pero yung dessert table namin, it's not like the common table na makikita mo sa party. Like, they would have like just candies kasi mga candies and chocolates or mga mallows that you can dip into melted chocolate. With our dessert table, it's also customized. So if your theme is, for example, minions, so every little gritty details of the table is made up of minions theme talaga siya. So the cookies, even the macarons, we would design the macaron to be like minions, ganyan. Ganyan yung ano niya. So, we also do that. Recently, we're also doing balloons. Sometimes kasi the client ayaw na nilang maghanap ng ibang supplier. Normally, they would want to have like a one-stop shop for all their needs. So, nagve-venture din ako minsan ng balloons just only if we do the catering for the dessert table. So, yun.
okay. Well, that's really nice that you cater to themed na mga sweets, pastries,
Yes.
whatnot.
Mm-mm.
Ang ganda no. Did you also do you also cater to like keto
Alam mo, hindi na ako nagaganyan kasi ako kasi I want to have like ayoko just because it's uso. Oo, kasi ayoko na ano ko eh, parang bigay ko na 'yun sa iba kasi if it's something that they specializes on, they should focus on that. And I would just focus on what I'm good at. Ganyan. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about ano eh, parang um just not about making money ganyan. Like for I also been getting like inquiries for kinky cakes with for mga, so I don't do that as well. Wholesome cakes lang din yung ginagawa ko, para stick lang ako dun sa ano ko kasi let some other people who does that, you know para for business for them din yun. Kasi I support yung mga iba ring na nagki-cakes, ganyan.
Yeah.
Because, lalo na ngayon, ang hirap, di ba? Ang daming nabubuhay sa online selling these days. So, dapat talaga supportive tayo sa kapwa natin, online seller.
Yeah. So, since na-bring up niyo po, how is Decobake right now during the pandemic? How?
O, di ba natawa ako? Actually, we're doing okay. But we're not doing as good as we should be doing. You get what I mean? We used to be doing so well before the pandemic, but now it's because we lost all the company contracts because the companies don't do events anymore. So yon, na-halt yung progress namin.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we've been catering to a lot of companies already, and then all of a sudden, they're not allowed. They don't have offices anymore. Most of them are working from home, and they cannot do events. They don't do marketing activation. So, we're really affected by it. But then again, the personal celebrations naman, it's still on.
How about ano po, right now at this time, what is your best selling cake?
Ah, there's no particular cake kasi talaga, 'di ba, na ano. Siguro I would say mga character cakes talaga, pangbata kasi.
Mm-mm.
So anything Barbie, I would say. Seasonal eh, kung ano yung uso minsan eh. Dati nauso lahat Frozen. Oh, minsan lahat Barbie, lahat Minions. Kung ano yung uso sa mga bata, ayun talaga. Recently, dahil nga ang uso parang ML, bihira naman 'di ba may mga nag-ML na mga bata, morely mga teenagers eh 'di ba? So hindi naman na nagki-cake yung ganun eh. Bihirang-bihira na yung mga ganun. But pag may uso sa bata, halimbawa Moana, mga ganyan. So ayun kami. So whichever is uso sa panahon, ayun yung bestseller namin.
When it comes to flavors naman po, what's like the best flavor, best seller or parang
Bestseller talaga. Bestseller talaga is the chocolate cake.
yeah.
And I'm really proud kasi pag nakita mo yung mga reviews ng Decobake, apart from nagagandahan sila sa gawa namin, they would also praise the taste of our cakes kasi it's not parang part of their expectation kasi nagkakaroon na ng parang bad connotation ngayon na pag pag customized cake, normally hindi masarap. Ayun ang laging ayun yung sinasabi sa amin ng clients namin, and they're so surprised na masarap yung cake namin. And oo. Ayun. So, I think masarap naman talaga kasi siya. Kasi ako rin naman kumakain ako na ano ko, kasi siguro ako hindi ko na, siguro manhid na rin yung taste buds ko. So minsan masarap ba talaga? Tinatanong ko sa secretary, masarap ba talaga cake natin? Kasi I would often get praises from our clients nga na masarap siya.
Do you have like any photos or videos or something that you can share with our viewers right now? So that kahit paano, maybe you can pull up something and what?
Actually, I'm on our Facebook page. Pwede ko naman share to, no?
Yes, go ahead po so that they can view it right now.
Okay, medyo clean up ko lang yung space ko. Ayan. Sige. I'll just share our Facebook page or our IG na lang para compress lahat ng ano. Hold
Sure.
on, I'll just open up our IG. Mm.
So while you're doing that, I would like to say hi to our Facebook viewers right now. Thank you so much for leaving questions. Hi to Jerem, kay Nat, kay Elaine, those people who are with us, si Norma. Yeah, and thank you so much for joining us live on Facebook. And for those of you who will be watching this on replay, I will be putting the link of Decobake's fan page and of course IG. You can go ahead and search for them as well. And they have a website. If you're reading actually the background photo of Miss Marie, it's on top. It's www.decobake.com.ph. So ayan.
Okay.
So hindi nyo
Yan,
talaga,
okay.
yes.
Can I share my screen now? Paano ba to? Share screen and then I'll
Entire.
just choose the, okay. Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it. I
Okay, so this is our Instagram page. So, ayan. So, ito yung mga sinasabi kong regular, simple cakes that we do. Ito yung mga 6 to 8 hours kong ginagawa.
meron bang ML design dyan? Kasi actually,
Um, I think so. Pero alam mo kasi, Miss Kate, hindi ko lahat napipicturean na.
talaga.
Oo. Sa dami namin, ang dami ko na rin hindi na-picturean. So, pag nasuswertehan namin, na-picturean ko, ayun.
Okay.
This is Genshin Impact. If you're familiar with Genshin Impact, medyo uso yan ngayon eh.
Oo.
So, ayan siya. So, eto yung cupcakes niya. We made for Genshin Impact.
Do you have a minimum requirement for cupcakes?
For our packages po, we have 1 layer cake with 24 pieces cupcakes, and that costs 6,450. But that also includes the delivery na if you're within Makati, Pasig area, or BGC area, free delivery na po yun. And that also comes with a cupcake tower. If you see
So,
this one.
three-layer.
Yes, ganyan na siya. So you have a cake, you have cupcakes which are 24 pieces and then it nasa tower na rin siya. Yan. And this is one of us one sample of pang corporate event namin. This is for Bangko Sentral. So they have like I think they have close a deal with derivatives framework, something like that. So they celebrated, so they give this to their team. So yon.
Yan. So, ganun pala ang activation kapag corporate account. So, sa mga business owners dyan, maybe you could check out and be inspired by the story of Decobake and how from 2012, they, alam mo yun, started from 2012 up until now na, di ba, pandemic. Oh, so those are the samples of your table.
Yes, for the table, and then this is the balloons that we made for the same event to. So,
Mhm.
ayan siya. And this is, customized then.
Cute.
Ayan siya.
Oh, those are the sample cakes po. Should you want to browse through their samples, just go ahead and look for them on Instagram and on Facebook. Feel free to inquire lalo na if malapit na ang mga events ninyo, 'di ba? Maybe
Yes, oo.
I'm so curious about your chocolate cake. So let's see.
Opo. Opo.
Sucker for chocolate cakes.
And this one, I just have to show it to the audience. Ayan. So, tuwan-tuwa ako dito kasi this is first time I made a Hermes cake na may texture talaga siya. I've been doing a lot of bag cakes, but this one is, yun nga, may texture siya. So, I think this is the, parang yung may pinagayahan to eh.
Is this
pero ganyan din siya halos. Yung pinagayahan niya.
is this fondant po?
Yes, this one, whole cake is edible. Even the gold leaves that I put there, edible
Yung
siya.
mga realistic items na fondant.
Mm-mm.
So, I could videos of that, yung mukhang tissue.
Yes. Di pa niwa sa cake, oo. Nakakatuwa yung TikTok videos na yan. I try to put up a YouTube page. Tama ba? YouTube
Channel.
Meron din kami videos on YouTube, pero hindi ko kasi nado-document kasi pag sobrang busy, I've been trying a lot for several years na mag ano ng videos, but yun nga, dahil busy, hindi ko rin siya
Yeah,
hindi
it's
ko
hard
siya,
to make and shoot at the same
hard to
time.
make and shoot talaga. So, ayan, ganyan yung mga cakes namin. Yun, we can customize anything. This is one piece. Mukhang familiar ka sa mga ano eh.
Oo,
Oo.
po ako eh.
So,
Ayan. So guys, tinan nyo naman ang variety. Wow, ang mga castle. Oh my gosh. Oh, may mga ano pa, dolls. Do you use
yes.
real dolls for that po?
For Barbie, yes. Oo. Pero minsan naggagawa rin kami talaga ng pamukha. Iba-ibang toppers naman yung ginagawa namin. But syempre, for Barbie, to make it really look like Barbie, we have to use a doll for it. Oo.
Ayan. So, may I ask Miss Marie, aside from, do you have any message to the aspiring home cooks or bakers who are pursuing this line of business? Kasi
Ay,
ayan,
oo naman, syempre. Oo. Actually, ako advice ko for those, I have friends who wanted to um, put up their own business, ganyan. But they would tell me, parang wala akong talent sa pagganyan. I would always tell them that just find something that you're passionate about. Um, Actually, ako kasi I've been listening to a lot of inspirational talkers before when I was younger. And one of the guys that really inspired me is Mr. Alan Watts, if you're familiar with him. He had this talk about if money is not an object, what would you really like to do? Parang ganon. So he would often ask like, sabi niya, he would before he's been doing a lot of counseling with younger people sa mga high schools, ganyan. They, pag kinakausap niya, what would you really want to do with your life? Some would say, if money is not an object, I would like to be an equestrian, or I would like to paint, ganyan. So he would often advise them to pursue their dreams, ganyan. So do whatever you want. Kasi what he said was, by doing whatever you want, eventually you will become a master of it. And by becoming master of it, you will eventually get paid good
money.
for what you've been doing. Yes, kasi money is really a lot of consideration. On personally, I think growing up, I've always been into arts, but because I would often think, kikita ba ako pag I would pursue a career in arts? Yun, it's something that held me back then. So, yun nga, when I came across that talk nga about if money is not an object, so yun, it really stuck in my brain. So when I had this opportunity na naka-find talaga ako ng passion ko, which is, my arts getting into edible goods, ayun, pinursu ko lang siya. And then, I would say I'm a master of it now, and I'm making good money out of it right now. And money is just a bonus. Kasi right now, pag may gawa ako, it feels more like I'm just playing.
Oo.
Parang I'm really zoning out when I'm doing cakes because I really enjoy it. It's not something that, alam mo yun, I don't think it's something that I would get burned out
Yes.
easily because I really enjoy doing it. So yun lang, yun ang advice ko, just find your passion. It doesn't need to be, about baking or cakes or whatever. Anything na passionate ka, you can make something out of it talaga eh. I really believe that.
So saying that you're already a master of this art that you have right now, do you teach online o kaya offline?
I tried to before. Without pay, of course. I tried to teach. I partnered with Ayala Museum back then to teach kids how to decorate cookies, ganyan. Oo.
How
Ah,
Curious.
hindi ko siya, like I said, I don't want to venture just because may kikitain ako or anything. I let other people do that. Sa ano nila, that would be their specialty. So I'll just stick to mine, and then yun lang. Let me let me just do whatever na kung saan ako magaling. I'm not really good at talking kasi. So maybe in the future.
Kapag mga tipong 12 hours ka na sa isang cake lang.
Oo, pag ano na talaga, pag naubos na talaga ang aking artist mojo.
Ayan, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Miss Marie.
Okay.
Before I let you go, can you please invite everybody to invite our audience here at Muzen to go and check out your account? So, saan ka nila mahahanap, Miss Marie?
Okay, first up would be, syempre, if you search us on Google, you would really find decobake.com.ph. Yan. So, ayun po ang our website, decobake.com.ph. But we're also very visible at Facebook. Our address is facebook.com, and just put /decobake. Ayun na po, direct business page na po namin yan. And for Instagram, at decobake po. And the name you will see there upon our landing page is Decobake by Marie Ordiz. So yun po. And then
Ayan.
you can all our contact information are on our website and on those social media sites po. So check nyo na lang po.
Thank you so much, Miss Marie. So go ahead and visit Decobake. Ayan. Excited na ako para sa inyo, guys. Let us know on the comment section if na-like nyo na yung page nila. So,
Okay.
thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope we've earned the privilege of your time. And thank you so much, Miss Marie, for enlightening us about the process, how your business was, how it transcend to what it is right now. And sobrang inspiring and humbling ng story nyo po, how you turned out to be this entrepreneur that you are right now. Sobrang gandang idea, guys. Like, just let me briefly recap it. How Miss Marie has, transitioned. Because, she said she used to bake a lot and then she transitioned because she felt na kailangan. So, lagi niyong tatandaan yon, guys. Look for opportunities for your businesses if needed na siya. So, ayan.
Yes. So.
I'm just checking comments if ayan. So nabasa naman natin lahat ng mga questions niyo kanina on Facebook, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week dito sa inyong favorite tambayan here at Muzen Core every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So my name is Kate.
Thank you, Miss Kate. Thank you so much.
See you again next week.